Okay, parents, we're back. I have a 15-minute window, which I try to keep it to, and it just went a little bit over. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of some of the effective treatment options for you guys, for your teens, and I'm just going to show you through a little bit. So the course I use is called the Teen Strong program. There's also a mixed depression and anxiety program for 16 years plus. Generally, the Teen Strong we use for 14, 15, 16, and from 16 onwards we can use the mixed depression one. So these sessions accompany the face-to-face sessions. I'll show you a little bit through it, and that way give you an idea. So let's have a look. So it's based by these guys here. St Vincent's Hospital, University of New South Wales, and CRUFAD, which is the Clinical Research Unit for Anxiety and Depression. So they've developed a course. They've taken all the good bits out of when they work with young people and what they found effective, all the tools they found most effective for young people, and they've packaged them up really nicely. And you'll see here's a little clinician window. So we work through that, and it's just a little note here. You guys can't just take this and do this course with your kids on their own. It needs to be done under the prescription and supervision of a clinician such as myself. So that's how it works, and why I like it is just take a look through here. There's information and guides for parents and carers. So you guys get information about what your young person, your child is working with, so that you know. One is that we know that when parents work on these areas in terms of resilience and on mental health promotion, that there's a good spin-off for your kids, and also that you know what it is, what your child is learning about, so that way you can help them, help reinforce and coach and walk them through some of those techniques, or remind them to use some of those techniques. So it's comic based, so it's not super heavy going into, even though it's talking about some heavy duty stuff, it goes through it in a comic based sort of visual way, which is a bit more easier for young people to take in. There's regular questionnaires, which means we can track where young people are at. There's homework, so that's not always some people don't really look forward to that bit, but that's the homework. If you think about it a little bit differently, it's basically how we practice this stuff every day. Those of you that train with me know I'm a really big fan of what we call habit-based coaching or habit-based approaches, which helps automate things and just make things easier for you to just embed in part of your daily practice. So that's the homework. Call it something else. I prefer call it habits that you practice, but it's a really key feature of being able to use this platform. Okay, automated reminders. There's a 5-day gap between lessons, so you can't just sit on a day and go through the whole lot. So there's a 5-day window where you need to leave between, and there's automated reminders to go out. So this is what your child would be working on. Okay, there's lessons there about what we go through, learning about worry and sadness, tools for tackling and tracking unhelpful thoughts, boosting our mood, so strategies to boost mood, assertiveness and coping with stress, and dealing with worry. So that's targeting more of young people with anxiety, and really consolidating my toolbox. So they're the lessons that they work. Generally, we work through one lesson every week, and that's accompanied by a face-to-face session. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys that info. Along with that, there's also some really cool stuff here that is free that we'd also encourage a young person to use. So if stress or workload issues are something that's your young person is worried about, then here are some things, apps that they can use to go through. So that's a little bit about how we can work together, and that you know what's going on with your young person, what they're doing. Okay, so that was the information there on Teen Strong, which we just went through, or the mixed depression and anxiety course. So some of the benefits in terms of the way that I would work with you and your young person is that it's collaborative. So it's not the secret school business where we take the young person away and have them in a room that's unfamiliar largely and talk to them about stuff that you don't know about. It takes a village to raise our next generation of leaders. So it's a team sport. Okay, we're going to teach your teen skills that they can use through life. As I showed you just a moment ago, you guys will also get that workbook alongside it. So you will, one is that you'll learn those tools as well, which is great, but more importantly, you will learn those tools so that you can help reinforce and remind your young people to use them. Okay, so the selection of apps that we use, like the stress ones I just showed you. Now, appointment-wise, usually if your child is a teenager, they'll be at school during the day, and so I offer after school and weekends appointments. You can book online through my website there. Location. Now, I don't know about you guys, I really don't like going to some buildings which are very sort of medical in appearance. I don't feel particularly good when I'm in them, and I don't know, young people respond favourably either. So I have an option to work out of one of the gyms, Healthy Life, but also I can work with you and your team where you feel comfortable. So if that's at home or somewhere in the community, I can come and work with you guys in a space that's comfortable and familiar and safe for you. So next steps, if you think that I'm a good fit and can help you with your teen or teens, if you think that I can work with you and support you with whatever's going on for you, visit your GP. You need to ask for here a mental health care plan. That'll usually give you 6 sessions. Then you can go online and make an appointment with me at my website. I'll confirm a location with you, so somewhere where you feel safe and comfortable to meet. Before that, though, I'll give you some information so that I can get to know you a bit better. So there'll be some pre-session information, so I know what's going on and where you think I can best help. And that's for parents and teens. So both parties fill out some information so I know what's going on for each of you, because as I said earlier, it's often different. Then we'll meet up, we'll arrange an initial meeting. Usually that's best with both parent and teen. And we'll go through, I'll just walk you through the process, and we'll set up a regular time to meet, preferably weekly or fortnightly. That way it's just regular. We know we've got those 6 sessions, and then we can get working. Okay, some information now parent-wise in terms of cost. So the first appointment is bulk billed. Why? It's really important that you and your team feel comfortable for us to work together. If it's not a good fit, I don't want you paying for something that then you go, oh, you know what, I didn't like seeing that. So I can, teens, young people, it's got to work and feel comfortable for you. A lot of time, your parents might take you to see someone that you don't feel particularly comfortable with. I just find that unproductive and unhelpful. So first appointment is bulk billed, which means that it's at no cost to you, and it's super important that we both know that this is going to be something that's going to be productive for everyone. Okay, subsequent appointments, rather than put them as a per session rate, I put them as a package, which is, where's my little mouse, $297 for 6 appointments. That is less than 1 extended appointment, according to the Australian Psych Society recommended fee for service. So, interestingly, for those that are interested in the PT and the gym side of things, you pay more to see me as a PT than you would as a psychologist. So it's incredible value. $297 for the 6 sessions gives you the option to have some consolidated time where we put aside and know that we can help you work through where you want to be. Okay, so what to do next? Call or message me on my number here, or make an appointment through psyfit.com.au and I'll get in touch. Parents, we all want our kids to be happy and healthy, and so I look forward to you to be able to help you achieve that. And if young people, most of the time, I think you guys have this notion that you need to go through it alone, and no one else has sort of gone through this, and no one else is, sort of understands. It's what I do every day in my daily work, and it's something that I'd really love to be able to help you and work with you on improving your mental health and well-being. All right, thank you for watching. Let me know how I can help, and look forward to working with you.